Here we're looking at AC installation on a Beneteau Antares 27. So here we have the two water discharges. On this boat we've gone with two 7,000 BTUs. I'm gonna go into the cabin to show you while the guys are finishing up in this in the aft area. Going inside to this, going inside to the pilot house area. So down here we have a single 4-inch vent, rotatable. That's blowing into this area up here. Just turn the unit on. We're at 91 degrees. And then going down into the cabins. We have one vent over there. And we have another vent forward that I'll go to show you, but I just want to explain locations. So, behind this compartment here, so this is now covered. This is where the unit's located. This is the unit that's blowing into the cabin space. We have the return over here on the side. And so here we have two access points for the unit. This just pops off. The second unit is located back behind over here. So this is the unit that's feeding the salon. So both of these units are Mabru 7,000 BTU DC units. So they're fully 12 volts and will run off of the two Mabru lithium batteries we'll get an 8-hour runtime out of this boat. Here we have the control in the forward. There's the vent. So this is going to be the master control for that unit in the back. And so those are the vent locations. Over here in the head is where we have all the discharges. So we have the unit for the salon. We have the unit for the salon, unit for the cabin, and then here we have the sump pump. Under this hatch here is where we have the batteries, the charger, and the pumps, as well as the sump pump. So if we come back over here against the wall, we have the two circuit breakers. So salon unit, cabin unit, all you have to do is push this button. So push the button, little yellow comes out, push it back in. So when you're leaving the boat, it's always best to turn these off. So here looking at the intake systems, fuse for the cabin pump, which is right here. Fuse for the sump pump, which is down over here. And then fuse for the salon pump, which is over here. We have the two strainers Down here, easily accessible, the valves on either side. And so you just want to check this every once in a while just to make sure. I would say start off with once a week. If you see that it's always clean, go to once a month, and so on and so forth. And just to make sure that this basket is not obstructed. If it is obstructed, you're just going to close, you're going to have the unit off. You're going to close the corresponding valve of the unit, take this basket off, clean it, being very careful with this inside seal. And then when you're putting it back on, once again, being careful this seal is bedded properly and that this basket is in its proper location. It has an inner part to fit into on the strainer, so if you force it in, you'll damage the basket itself. Once again, the breakers for the unit, and then over here we have our two 250 amp hour batteries. With the built-in BMS and the power indicator. And with these two batteries and these two units running, it'll give us 8 hours of runtime at full speed without the engines running. And as well, over here, we added on this Keysight lithium charger to charge the lithium banks when the boat is on shore power, so you can have endless runtime with the units. Just to go over here on the amperages. On the Salon unit right now at full speed, we're drawing right around 26 amps. On the cabin unit, we're drawing 24, let's call it 25 amps. So the two of them together, we're drawing right around 50 amps. And then out of this charger over here, we are outputting 60 amps. So we're adding an additional 10 amps of charge into the battery, maintaining the two units running.